Hi students, my name is Dr. Hemalata. I have promised you rather, that I'll make you understand the concept clearly. Whether you understand how to do other things or no, but concept once you understand, no mugging up, no ratta marna, kuch nahi. You will be learning subject and you will write thousands of questions on that. Okay. So I'll make every part of it in detail so that questions and all you can only frame, right? I'll give a challenge. You can only read that entire explanation and I'll give you option to write the questions MCQs on your own after learning the concept. So this is what is my challenge about. I challenge you that you will become so eligible that you will write the questions on your own because you know the concept, right? So that is my challenge. I am Dr. Himlata. I have been working as a NEET faculty from last almost 15 years, and my overall experience of teaching biology for CET and board and NEET it's around 20 plus years, right? We are now going to talk. I'm not saying that it is good that having more experience, nothing like that, because mostly students like the younger people. But why I want you to understand is because more the experience have also grown with the subject, means updating the subject, not like old notes was there, I just show you, read it. No, I have my affinity and love for biology. So I want to teach, right? Because I don't want just to mug up something and explaining. Okay. We are talking about the chapter plant sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Okay. So I was giving you last unit about the flowering plant. The flower I was giving, sharing the flower. But due to some technical issues, it became very low. I couldn't see it. So I just stopped it. Now, see all the things I'm clearly saying it because I'm not technical person. I don't know technology, how it is and all. So what I'm trying to do is I don't edit and all. Whatever I'm explaining, you will learning like it's a classroom explanation. I'm doing, you are listening. In front of me, you are there. Okay. So it is for each and every child who is learning and understanding the subject. I'm here for you. You can ask the questions below. You can comment below just about the subject. Okay. I feel that you people are very intelligent. You will know more than whatever is there in the book. But still, I want you to understand and explain and ask me something. Or you can tell me this, madam, this is what I want more. Okay. MCQs at the end of the chapter I'll discuss. Okay. Let me share one of the slide which I shared in the last class. Okay. This is about the pre-fertilization I was explaining. So before fertilization, the flower will prepare. It gets a decision that plant will start flowering now, right? Different hormones are released and they change. The hormonal changes happen. Like how when you are growing from childhood to adulthood, a lot of hormones will change in your body, due to which your behavior changes, your psychology changes, your appearance changes. So many things happen, right? Human reproduction you have studied. I'll explain you all that, right? So several hormonal and structural changes are initiated, which lead to the differentiation and further development of floral primordium. Flower primordium is the starting part. Flower primordium, a small bud of flower is produced. Inflorescences are formed, means bunches is formed on with the floral buds on that. One stalk, many flowers, inflorescence. Then they become flowers. In the flower, the male and female reproductive structures and rhizome gynoecium are differentiated. Means flower will get differentiated into male and female structure. This you can see that. The previous slide I'll show you. In the previous slide, it's shown, right? Right? Okay. Now I'll show you. Observe the board where I'll explain details of the flower and the parts. Okay. So this is the typical plant structure I'm giving you, right? If you're able to see, it's fine. This is having the stalk grown on the nodal region. This is called the pedicel. This is the receptacle. This is sepal. This is petal. This is the stamen. This is the pistil. This is the typical flower. Okay. Here Sex organs are only the androecium and gynoecium. Okay. So let me enlarge that and show you. Okay. These are the floral parts. Typical flower looks like this. Okay. Here you can see all the parts. Here the sepals, petals, and stamens and pistils are formed. Okay. Now I will show you next part, next slide. Okay. Yeah, here I was sharing the slide. I was sharing the screen showing the parts of the details of this. Okay. I'll again share it so that next one you will be observing properly. Next slides and all you can observe properly. Okay. Now, I'm trying to change it. I'm not getting it. Once again, I'll share it. Okay, sexual reproduction flowering plants. I started explaining you sexual reproduction flowering plants. Okay, now I'll give you the next part. So this is about the before fertilization, right? For next part is stamen, microsporangium and pollen grain. This is a male sex organ, right? Stamens are those which will have the male sex organs. It will be having a stalk called as a filament, a typical stamen. What will it have? It has a long, slender stalk called filament and a terminal, generally bilobed structure called anther, right? Then careful observation of each stamen under a dissecting microscope, right? Chota wala small microscope you will have now. Not the regular microscope, compound microscope, small dissecting microscope if you observe and make a neat diagram. It will elucidate the range and shape and attachment of anthers in different flowers. Different flowers, very simple experiment. Can get the different flowers and the stamens, right? Put them under the dissecting microscope and observe them. You can dissect or cut them, section or dissect the dissecting microscope. You can observe just a stamen and their shape. Hibiscus you take, you get monothecous anthers. Then you get brassica, you get dithecous anthers. Like you can get different types of anthers. You'll keep side by side. This is a very good project work. Many times students come and ask me, Madam, give me a project work. This is the best project work. Take the different anthers, put them under the dissecting microscope, take the picture and say, this is how it is. Dithecous anther, monothecous anthers, and the shape also will change. Okay. Then a typical angiospermic anther is bilobed. It has two lobes, right? Each lobe having two theca or the chambers, right? That is, they are dithecous, having two theca, right? Now, it is consisting of four microsporangia located at the corners, two in each lobe. Means two lobes are there. In this lobe, two microsporangia. In this lobe, two. So they'll be like this: one and two, one and two, right? Two microsporangia you will get in each lobe. Totally four microsporangia you will get. Microsporangia develop further and become the pollen sac. So microsporangia when it is young, right? Later it becomes pollen sac, right? They extend longitudinally all through the length of the anther and are packed with the pollen grains throughout the length of the, there'll be total pollen grains in this. Okay, this diagram you can see. Can you see this diagram? Right, the diagram is showing the anther and the filament, and if you open and observe, you can see here in each one, this is one theca, another theca, two anther lobes. So it's a dithecous anther, this is a filament as a stalk, and this is a connective tissue. If you cut and observe, see it's like a topen, they have removed it. One anther lobe, one and two microsporangia, one and two microsporangia. When they mature, they break open and they release the pollen grains from the pollen sacs. Right? These are the pollen grains. Right? Pollen grains are the male gametes. You would have seen whenever you see the hibiscus. Hibiscus, if you observe, you can see when you touch the parts, you can see small anthers and the dust like things. Those are nothing but the pollen grains. Okay, just a minute, you just hold on, I'll get you the anthers. That's a hibiscus flower. I'll show you the anthers, how they look like. Okay, so let me pause it. Let me pause this and show you this. Okay, I'll stop sharing first. and then I will just pause this. Okay. For some time, I'll stop recording.